Hello there YouTube, my name is Robin94 aka Stronky Donkey, and I'm here with something pretty special. Two of my clanmates and friends who I often speak with on TeamSpeak, and well, we now actually use Discord, but that doesn't matter. They were platooning up in World of Tanks, and they had an epic match where they both carried in tier 10. And well, both matches are great to show, so I've decided to make something very special, to make some kind of double video so you can see both points of view. I hope you enjoy. Now here's the start of the match. You can see both screens up. Please keep in mind I am giving commentary on both screens at the same time, so it's kind of hard for me to pay attention to everything, and the windows are a bit smaller, so I cannot see the small letters in the distance, so that's gonna be pretty hard, but I'm gonna try my best to give as good commentary as possible. I've watched both replays separately though, so I kinda know what's going to happen, and yeah, let's get into it. So here's a TheDutchRanger up on the top in his Patton, and Big 1R in his Chieftain Action 10, and we're gonna see how they're gonna wreak havoc. The start of the match is a bit well, it's not too special, especially for the TheDutchRanger. He's not getting a lot of targets at the start of the match, but Big 1R is getting right in the attack zone to try to get some shots off, while the TheDutchRanger is going to play it safe on the hill and try to get some sniping shots off. So we're gonna see what happens. Here at the bottom, Big One is, yeah, he's, like I said, he's going right into the attack. Gonna see if he's gonna be able to pop some shots into the first tank. It's gonna be over here. Meanwhile, the TheDutchRanger is sniping at the top, and I think it's a T-54 that's Big One is gonna encounter, as far as I remember, because I can't really see the name very good. I think I don't really see the name, but it doesn't matter. Looks like a Leopard or a STB-1 or something. I really don't know. It's, I think, an AMX-30 or something like that, because the letters are very small, so it's hard for me. Yeah, that's a T-54, or no, that's the Object 140, sorry. Yeah, everything is pretty low resolution, so I cannot really see it. I'm watching it through my video editor, and basically that goes way too slow. If I watch it in full quality, then the frame rate lags too much and I can't follow the match at all. Meanwhile, at the top, TheDutchRanger is getting a few sniping shots over there, and he takes out the enemy tank. Now, Big One is also getting some sniping shots at the same time. So it's really pretty snipey at the start, except for those first two tanks that were taking out, where Big One was standing at the first part of the match. But you can see they are both sniping at tanks, probably the same tank at the same time. So you can really see the teamwork over here. They are communicating on TeamSpeak or Discord or whatever. They were communicating with voice. That's what counts, and that gives a real advantage, especially if you're top tier. Well, you're always going to be top tier if you're going to be playing tier 10 tanks, so hey, it's nothing special, I guess. But yeah, tier 10 is sometimes pretty well, how do I say it? People think it's pretty easy to carry in tier 10, but it can be pretty hard. Most people prefer tier 9 over tier 10 actually. A lot of people do, really, because tier 10 you just get asked to carry so much. Now, the rear of the base is getting attacked, and there's an AMX-50B coming here. He's getting right into the open to unload his shell, his clip I mean, but that he pretty much throws his life away, because yeah, with two medium tanks, you see Big One is giving him some sniping shots from afar while the TheDutchRanger is up close. It's pretty crowded here in the base, but they need to defend. There's still more enemy tanks coming in the flank, and the enemy team has a slight advantage, so it's not gonna be too easy to take the defense, because the other flank's probably getting attacked too. So here's Big One taking a kill, Still cannot really see up close what tank it was, but it doesn't matter, you can see it for yourself. Now there's, I think, an IS-6 that the Dutch Ranger is aiming at, and he's playing it hull down, while a T-110 E5 is coming through in the middle. That's a pretty risky move, but considering that a lot of things were spotted in the Allied base, the E5 probably knew that there were no snipers. I don't have any idea why the chat shows up double, well actually quadruple, because you can see it on both screens, but double per screen. I have no idea what's wrong with the replay manager, whatever thingy. But yeah, right now they are preparing for the E5 that's coming their way. While my game is getting a bit, well, my video is getting a bit laggy. He bounces, the Dutch Ranger bounces on the low, I think it was the lower plate of the E5, not sure, but he's switching to heat because, well, the E5 has a pretty strong front and they're really just barely holding up over here. Now it's just waiting for that E5 to come, because they know they cannot go into the open because they'll get sniped right away, so they have to wait. While Big One is going to look for some more targets over here. But there's not really a lot going on. Is it? Will he spot something? Or he doesn't really see anything. The Ranger is seeing something driving in the distance, but there's not really a lot of aim yet, and the E5 is just taking his time to come over here. Now Big 1R knocks over a tree, probably to get a camo bush or something, and over here is the, I cannot really see it. Is it the E5? Yes, it's the E5. And he is shooting, but not paying attention to his left side, the E5. He's busy with another tank that's on the other side, on the left of Big One and Dutch Ranger. So what will the E5 do now to counter these two mediums? They're both on full HP, so that's not something you want to mess with, even though their team has the upper hand, but it won't take long. No, here can go for the blind shot. Now here comes the E5, and I hear a bounce, but he gets tracked, and now they both have him perma-tracked. That E5 is done. Just look at that teamwork over here, both just focusing on that E5 as RT tries to nail the Dutch Ranger and Big One. But the E5 kind of failed. There's a bad shot, and Dutch Ranger misses him. Too bad. But Big One takes care of another tank, and well, the Dutch Ranger is looking for that sniper support, but he just can't get any aim over there. And he gets another hit, premium shell actually. But yeah, he was firing a few premium rounds himself as well, so it doesn't matter that much, I think. Now Big One is going for the rush over here. He knows he's a one-shot, and he kills the Object 140 while taking an extra hit. The Dutch Ranger is brawling with an enemy tank and delivering a few punches of premium rounds from the T44, is it? Or a T54 prototype? Probably. Now here comes a bad shot, but Big 1R has the upper hand. He has the cover behind the rock. Dutch Ranger finishes off the medium, and yeah, well, Big One kills off the bad shot, while another RT shell hits the Dutch Ranger pretty close and leaves him with low HP, and Big 1R doesn't have a lot of HP left either. It's getting kinda close, but if you look at the score, that's only 2 RTs left and 1 ally. So yeah, that's most likely a decent, a sure win. And you can see the damage they've both done. Can't really see it for myself because the resolution is too small while I'm watching both the videos, but it will be viewable, I think, when I have this rendered and up in YouTube, because that's a way different resolution what it gives me in the preview. So, who's gonna go get which kill? Or maybe will RT get a few kills off? We'll see. So you can see they're all heading south, and the I can't see it. I can't see what tank is left on the Allies, but he gets killed by the artillery. He was too aggressive apparently. Big one is coming in from the back and he shoots a GW Tiger, or Tiger, yeah, one of the two. Can only see how the tank looked like, cannot see the small letters. And finally, they try to find the last RT. And where will he be? Now, they both come up to the same side, but the Dutch Ranger decides to go around to just get inside, like a pincer move, you know, one from the left, one from the right. And just a great tip, when you're both low HP, it's never a smart idea to stick together closely, because that RT can get a bombardier out of you real easily. So you don't want to give him that chance, because now, by just going from two sides, yeah, that RT is definitely gonna lose. Because he can kill one, but even if he manages, he will have the reload and he will be killed by the other one. Now, Big 1R sees a tank here, nails one in him. And RT shoots and misses. Big 1R has aim and is loaded, but he says GG in the chat anyway, and lets the Dutch Ranger have the kill, which I think grants them Brothers in Arms. I think it's the Dutch Ranger on 3 kills and Big 1 on 6. So that's 9 kills altogether, which is well, very, very nice, very, very nicely done. And as you can see, now I'm looking at the actual end results. You can see that the Dutch Ranger has gotten a total of 6,122 damage done, and Big 1R 5,656. Indeed, with 6 kills for Big 1R and 3 kills for the Dutch Ranger. The medals for the Dutch Ranger are Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms, Bruiser, Duelist, High Caliber, Confederate, and Big 1R is getting Fire for Effect, Brothers in Arms, Bruiser, Duelist, and Top Gun. And you can just see, if you just compare the damage to the whole team, if I sort by damage, it's just, well, the T55A did over 2,000, which is decent enough. The GW Panther, considering it's a tier 7, 1,500, and yeah, well, it's just nothing compared to what the platoon here did of the Toast Clan. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and well, just check it out for yourself if you want to. The replay links are in the description. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want more, and if you're interested, please check out my Facebook, my Twitch. I stream games occasionally at the moment. I also have a blog, you can check that out, 2 blogs actually, and well, all that kind of good stuff if you are interested. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.